Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for the last video in this little series from Small Victories by Johanna Basford. We have the last little vine design from this page to do today with our Tombow Irojiten pencils. If you've missed the other two videos, then they are available on the channel, so you can go and look at those later or now, whatever you want to do. Now I'm having a little look. It's quite an interesting design, this one, isn't it? We've got these three flowers here. We've got what looks like water here. There's these shapes which could be flowers, and then there are these which I think could be petals, but they could be leaves. It's a very interesting one, and we've got a little heart which is very cute. So where am I going to start? I think I'm going to start with this water. I'm just going to do it like a watery colour. We do have a turquoise, which feels like the right colour to me. Let's just do that. Is that it there? That's the cascade. No, where is it? Is it here? I think this must be it. Oh, I'm trying to hold the book open, but I need two hands. There it is. Turquoise. I'm going to sharpen it. I do like a sharp pencil as well. You may know by now. There we go. So let's do these little droplets. This one there. It's an interesting idea. I mean, they could very well be petals. I've just thought. Oh well. You can do them as petals. I'm doing them as water. There we go. I haven't really planned beyond this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sort of thinking, you know, we've done a purple, we've done a yellow, so we need to balance this. And I was thinking we could do it orange or red, but now I'm thinking with this turquoise maybe a pink. It's going to be a better colour, but red might work, but I don't think orange will. I've missed one. Right. I think I will do these ones in the middle here, these ones in a red. We have the cherry red, so it's a sort of pinkish red. Where is it? Is that it there? No. Grab the wrong one. This must be it. Yeah. Cherry red. Now I'm going to make the bases a little bit darker and then just fade it up to the top. As best I can, like that. And we're going to do all four of them the same colour, I think. Oh, it's nice and quiet now here. I've got one son home, but he was working this morning, but he's gone off to his room now to make some videos for his YouTube channel. He only does one a week, a Saturday video. He's gone off to do that. He said he could do a bit of work, but he's going to do it on Sunday instead. And that's up to him. I don't think that red and that blue go together well at all. I think that looks quite nasty. What am I going to do? I am thinking of putting another colour on top, because I don't like that at all. I'm going to go for the midnight blue. We're going to sort of turn it from a turquoise to more of a standard blue colour. If you like that combo, by all means just keep it. Now this midnight blue is going to be faded by our turquoise colour underneath. I'm hoping I can get a layer on top. I'm just going to sharpen. I think I may have burnished it a bit too much. Oh, let's see how it goes. Nearly March, isn't it? Has anyone got any plans for the spring? I haven't got any plans at all. Husband's got quite a few weeks off work actually, saying I haven't got any plans. he had 3 weeks of holiday owing, so he's taking 2 of those weeks in March, and then in April he'll have a new job for the same company he's working for, but just with a different team on a different project. I think he's looking forward to that, so that's good. Right, I think that looks a lot better, personally. Right, now we have these little ones here that look like they could be leaves or flowers. I'm going to make them florals, and I'm going to grab the crimson. So we're going for reds again. Oh, it doesn't want to come out. Here we go, crimson. Can you even see that? I can't. Let's give it a sharpen. I'm going to put my specs back on. Took them off in between videos. That's better. So I'm trying to fade towards the tip of each of these tiny little shapes. It's not easy. I had a nice walk this morning, having wanting to try and exercise more. Although I was going to the supermarket, which is just along the main road or along the canal path, I decided I would go up the hill and then back down again to sort of extend my walk. So there's no need to do that to get there, but I thought it would be good for me. And it was quite interesting going up the hill because there's a big variety of different houses, some big, some small, you know, and I'm nosy, so it's fun. I'm grabbing the scarlet, by the way, to do the sort of fanned, leafy, petally things. These things, looks like a pencil sharpening. Anyway, I'm going to try and make it darker down here in this little triangle and then lighter towards the edge. So yes, so I had a walk up there, had a bit of a nosy in people's gardens and through their windows, and looking at all the big houses and imagining what they might be like to live in. But none of them quite suit my dream house, you know, but yes. It's interesting because this house has always been perfectly fine for me, but I feel like we're outgrowing it, and I don't feel like we are necessarily going to have more space very quickly, because I don't think the boys are going to be able to just afford to move out quickly because of the cost of houses and rent and things like that. And so there is that aspect, but also I feel that I feel that even if we had their bedrooms to sort of expand into type thing with our stuff, I'm still not sure there'd be enough room, because I sort of want to keep their bedrooms as guest rooms in case they want to come back, you know. Well, I don't know. Is that an efficient use of space? Probably not, no. No, I'm not sure. It's tricky, isn't it? I also thought we'd sort of future-proofed our house because we extended our kitchen area so we can seat 12 people, which I thought would be plenty. But I've got to seat 13 people in a few weeks' time. Well, on Mother's Day actually, so quite a while actually, end of March. And yeah, I've got to try and seat 13 people, potentially, probably 12. But you see, because by the time you've got my family of 4 and my parents, then my sister and her husband, she's got 4 children, and that's all the space gone. And then my niece has got a boyfriend, but I doubt he'll come. He'll be invited, but he probably won't come because he's usually works on a weekend, and he might, if he's not, he'll probably want to speak to his mother. This is forest green, which I'm going to be using for the vines. Now, we don't have so many vines on this one, but I'm going to fill them in and then see where we go from there. So anyway, and when there is that many people, it's quite a squash. around the table, because people don't pull their chairs in, you can't get behind them and that sort of thing, you know. And I sort of had this little dream at Christmas time at how nice it would be to have a huge kitchen. Then everyone could sort of just come down to breakfast and cook their own thing or make their own breakfast, and you know, I could just sit there and make coffees and, oh, I don't know. It was just a silly dream, really. But it's fun, isn't it? It's fun to dream and have ideas, and it doesn't make me feel like I don't feel dissatisfied with what I have. I feel very grateful still for what I've got, but it's nice to sometimes think about what you could potentially sort of head for, have a dream, a future plan sort of thing. I was also thinking how it would be so good for my husband if we had a gym, you know. Now I'm looking at my leaves and thinking, do I do them all the same colour? I'm going to actually do the bottoms of these flowers. I've still got this forest green in my hand. Because the vines aren't very big, I thought we'd add a little bit more. But I think that's it. Now I'm going to go for a lighter colour like I did with the others. I've got to have a look and see. Oh, actually the colours near that one are all darker. We could go to a spring green, but that's really quite a lot of shades lighter. I think I might just go dark. I might just go spruce. Or scouring rush. No, that's too dark. Let's go spruce. Where are you? I'm confused. Have we used it already? Yeah, we have. Oh no, we won't do that then. What's the hummingbird like? It's quite bluey green. Actually, that might work. Let's do that. Let's go hummingbird, because it's a little bit bluey green, and that might sort of tie in with the blue. So here it is. Hummingbird. Yeah, so I do, and I look at these big houses, and then you sort of think, my goodness, how would you ever keep that garden going? Or how, you know, how would you have the time to clean such an enormous house? And you start thinking about the practicalities and thinking, actually, it's quite nice not having such a big house, because I can do my cleaning in an hour if I want. Oops, I just knocked something over. If I want to be quick, I just knocked my tablet over. I was just checking my messages. You know, and my garden takes about an hour a year to look after, because it's gravel mainly in a few pots, maybe a couple of hours a year, not much, you know. And we have nice neighbours. We live a very good, the perfect distance, I would say, from the town centre, sort of, I guess 15 minutes walk, maybe 10 if you're really fast, you know. I think it's, and that far from the train station, which is in town centre, and the buses are nearby as well. You know, it is a perfect location. So the only thing I worry about is flooding. This is why I've been thinking more seriously about actually moving. I don't know what's going on with this, I'm just going to do that. Because, you know, flooding is becoming a big risk in the UK. It's becoming more and more frequent. And let's do that bit. You know, we live really close to a river, and the river doesn't flood at this point in the river. It floods later and earlier, but not in our street, fortunately. And so it's all good. But as flooding becomes more and more common, which I'm sure it will, what's that going to do for our house insurance and the value of our house? Are we going to be able to sell it? Will people be too worried about it flooding to want to buy it, even if it doesn't flood? Things like that have been going through my head, and that's why I've been looking at what's around. I was looking at a house that's been for sale for ages. I walked past it. It's got a really, really old frontage, like pillared, you know, but it's quite a thin house, and it's on the edge of a housing estate. It's not like, but it's listed, but it's horrible. and it needs so much work. The side of the house is rendered and the windows have been bricked in, and the garden is just a state, you know. It's just like not really. Now I think our water looks much better now. It's sort of faded back because of the greens. There's quite a lot of green in this one, isn't there? But I'm much happier with it now. So there is that one completed. I am going to zoom out so you can see the whole page. Now this was just a little simple, almost a filler video, because I couldn't think of what to do. I just thought this one would be quite fun. So I hope you have enjoyed it. And, you know, I was thinking there are a few pages from Small Victories I haven't shared with you, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to do one. But I'm not sure what I'll do next, but I shall come up with something soon. But thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video and hopefully the whole series. And yeah, please do press like, subscribe if you can. I appreciate it. Thank you to those that always do. It's brilliant. Have a super day and happy colouring.